Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need some.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The Giants at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently ask for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Jones. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Jones wants to change it up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen with Davis. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
50, you block over here. Inside.
Rodgers now to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Singletary again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second and 7.
Go North Copper.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Great. Detroit.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Okay, here we go. Why shift the crew? Other side. Apple. Timberland.
Back to throw again. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, 29 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
26. 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. Completion left side to Miller. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. But right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and a yard. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
There's a nice play by Hall, who was hitting his stride and more, and looking like a franchise back when a torn ACL ended his rookie year at 7 games. We all saw the electricity. We felt it before he went down, though. The expectations very high for the future star here in year 2.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Second down and 3. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. In motion left comes Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Haason Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Half AC. Goldfish. Home it, say.
Now Jones.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jones looking to change the play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll run to the wide side here with Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
They'll run. It's Miller. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that'll be just about all she wrote